I'm Wendy Stevens for Investment Pitch Media. Thanks for joining us today. Sitka Gold has encountered widespread mineralization, including visible gold in large step-out drilling at its road-accessible RC Gold project located in Yukon's Tombstone Gold Belt. The RC Gold project consists of a 376 square kilometre contiguous district-scale land package located in the newly road-accessible Clear Creek, Big Creek, and Sprague Creek districts in the heart of Yukon's Tombstone Gold Belt. It is strategically positioned midway between Victoria Gold's Eagle Gold Mine, Yukon's newest gold mine, approximately 60 kilometers to the east, and Sabre Gold's Brewery Creek Gold Mine. The RC Gold Project land package, which comprises 5 underlying properties, shares a common border with Victoria Gold's Clear Creek property to the west and Florin Resources Florin Gold property to the north. Mineralization, including visible gold in hole 53, has been encountered approximately 450 meters east, 300 meters north, and 130 meters south of the margins of the existing gold resource outlined at the Blackjack Gold deposit. Visible gold was identified in 2 locations in quartz sulfide veins in the metasediments. Hole 53, located 450 meters east of the eastern margin of the current Blackjack resource, is approximately 200 meters west of drill holes 20001 and 21019, which intersected 84.8 meters of 0.52 grams per ton gold and 80 meters of 0.59 grams per ton gold, respectively. Step-out drilling to test the northern extension of the saddle intrusion intersected sheeted quartz arsenopyrite veining up to 300 meters from the northern extent of the current Blackjack resource. Historic surface sampling here has returned up to 4.54 grams per ton gold. Hole 48 was drilled to test a portion of the southern extent of the saddle intrusion, which has been mapped at surface for an additional 500 meters south of the southern margin of the current Blackjack deposit resource. Historical surface sampling in this area returning values up to 8.62 grams per ton gold. Prospecting and mapping continue to define and expand mineralized areas located outside of the Blackjack and Eiger resource areas. Drill targets are currently being defined at the Josephine Zone, where visible gold was recently discovered on surface and where historical surface sampling has returned up to 7.36 grams per ton gold. In January 2023, the company announced that Blackjack had an inferred pit-constrained gold resource of 900,000 ounces of gold, grading 0.83 grams per ton gold, with another 440,000 pit-constrained ounces of gold, grading 0.50 grams per ton gold at the Eiger deposit. Both the Blackjack and Eiger deposits remain open in all directions and form the basis of an NI 43101 compliant, pit-constrained initial mineral resource estimate of 1,340,000 ounces of gold, grading 0.68 grams per ton gold. Corco CEO stated, mineralization, including visible gold encountered within these large step-outs of up to 450 meters, is very encouraging and further demonstrates the potential to significantly expand our Blackjack deposit. In conjunction with recently completed surface sampling, geophysics, mapping, and prospecting, it is becoming more and more evident that the Clear Creek intrusive complex, which spans for over 5 kilometers and hosts a minimum of 6 intrusions, has the potential to host several intrusion-related gold deposits of significant size. Mike Burke, Director and VP Corporate Development, has joined us today to add more insight to today's news. Welcome, Mike.
Well, thank you, Wendy. Yeah, we just did a press release this morning that really outlines the additional potential that we feel is under-recognized on our Clear Creek area of our RC Gold project. We've always recognized the potential, but bear in mind in 2020, that's when Sitka Gold first acquired these claims and got in on the property and drilled 4 drill holes, and all of those drill holes hit good mineralization, and they were in the area of the Blackjack and the Eiger zone, where we're currently have outlined a resource and have really focused our work. But the whole property contains a cluster of intrusions, the Clear Creek intrusion complex, where there's 6 intrusive bodies that are in a pretty tight area, 5 kilometers by 5 kilometers. And this is known to be a pretty prospective areas. All of those intrusions have associated gold mineralization that's been recognized historically, but they're all underexplored. And that's obvious by the fact that in 2020, we drilled 4 holes and hit mineralization in that Blackjack and Eiger zones that are now deposits. So we've obviously focused on those in the last couple of years to define those resources and expand them, and we're still doing that. But we're able to spend the time this year especially to get out and start mapping those known intrusions, just have a look at them ourselves. People have done work there previously that's indicated that there's good gold potential. But for us to get in there with our own crews and have a better look, map them, look at their extent, as well as do our own sampling. So we've had prospecting crews out there this year doing that work, and that's led to a lot of new targets. And then, as I said, we've been focused more on a resource expansion drill program at Blackjack, but we also did some step outs this year. The saddle intrusion that hosts the Blackjack deposit is about 1.5 kilometers to 2 kilometers in length. And the Blackjack deposit is only in the central 0.5 kilometer of that. That's where the resource area is. And we stepped out to the north where that intrusion continues and to the south. And we've drilled additional holes there. Those holes have hit visually interesting mineralization, sheeted veins, both within the intrusive rock as well as in the metasediments that are in there. And visually, we're pleased with the results. The assay lab will certainly tell the story on those. But it just shows the potential of the Blackjack specifically for expansion, both to the north and the south. We think that entire intrusion from our surface mapping and prospecting, and now from the step-out drilling, means that entire intrusion is very prospective for expanding our deposit. Then also we stepped out to the east. There's an area called the Saddle. That's in the metasedimentary rocks about midway between the Blackjack and the Eiger deposit. In 2020, there was a drill hole there in 2021 as well. Both of those hit about 80 meters of 0.5 gram, 2.6 grams. Our surface mapping and prospecting discovered this area is underlined by a really nice geochem anomaly, gold in soils over 700 meters long, very strong anomaly. The surface work found a lot of surface mineralization, arsenopyrite quartz veins. And so this drilling has stepped out from those previous drill holes. We're also only 450 meters from the Blackjack resource. And the 2 holes that we drilled there were very well mineralized, the most kind of arsenopyrite veining that we've seen within the metasedimentary rocks historically. So we're very pleased with the visual results. We're anxiously awaiting assays to come back because we all know they tell the real story. But we know enough about these deposits that we're very pleased to see what we have, not only in close proximity to our resources, the Blackjack and the Eiger, but also as we step out and start looking at the other areas of the property with known gold-bearing intrusions, Josephine, Pukelman, the Far East intrusion. So yeah, we're pretty happy with what we're seeing, and we're looking forward to starting to get results back and get them out to the market.
Thank you, Mike. Shifting to Nevada, Sitka is also planning additional drilling at its Alpha Gold property, where a new Carlin-type gold system was recently discovered. The company is focused on vectoring towards the high-grade core of the system, which is located in the Cortez Trend, just 40 kilometers southeast of the Cortez mine complex of Barrick-Newmont. The company is well funded, with its sharing trading at 14.5 cents. For more information about the company's projects in the Yukon, Arizona, Nunavut, and Nevada, please visit the company's website at sitkagoldcorp.com. Contact Donald Penner, President, at 778-212-1950 or by email at dpenner@sitkagoldcorp.com or Corco, CEO, at 604-817-4753 or email cco@sitkagoldcorp.com. I'm Wendy Stevens for Investment Pitch Media.